focus on me? Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus?
What's up, Saints? It's your boy Quan here, and I'm back with another video. So, as y'all looking into this title of this video, y'all probably like, bitch, what's going on? Like, Quandrez, what's going on? What's going on? And when I tell you, y'all, I am just so, I don't know how I feel. Like, I'm still like kind of registering everything that's going down. Excuse the glare of these glasses. I kept my glasses on today. But y'all probably like, what's going on? And I'm just like, I don't even goddamn know at this point. All I know is that I'm just like, why? Why? But yeah, this is gonna be a really entertaining story. Entertaining story, whatever it is, a story time. I don't goddamn know what to call it, but it's gonna be very crazy because y'all gonna be like, damn, bitch, you been really going through some shit like this, and I'm gonna be like, yeah. But yeah, you guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, show all your friends, turn on post notifications, and yeah, let's hop on into this story time. Okay, so what I'm gonna try to do is give a backstory of how I met him, just everything. Okay, so I've been talking to this boy for 5 months, going on 6 months. Coming up, it's 5 months, going on 6 months, and we've been talking like literally every day or every other day. Like we'll talk, you know, we'll get in touch with each other. You know, it was just like this growing relationship type thing. We weren't together, but we might as well have been together. We was having sex. We was, you know, when he would be home, we'd go over each other's houses. We'd hang out. We was going out to eat. We was going just doing shit. Just doing pre-couple shit. I just felt like we was in a phase of like leading up to get into a relationship, or so I goddamn thought. So, you know, we just working up a, oh my god, this glare. We just working it up into actually, I thought building into a bond to where we was actually gonna go into a relationship. So that's what I was hoping that was gonna come out of all of this. Cause I'm just like, there's no way that I'm finna be talking to a nigga every goddamn day, giving him sex every day. I mean, not fucking every day, but having sex with him and doing all this shit and not expecting to lead to anything. Like, that's not me. I don't even talk to friends every goddamn day. Like, that's just too much. So, we talking, and our relationship is building and growing, and we just communicating daily. Like, at first he has like a few tendencies that I don't like that I do ignore. So I would always make pros and cons list of like, okay, he does this, but he do this. So it's just like, does the this outweigh this? Like, he do have like a bad gaslighting problem. Like, he would gaslight the fuck out of me in a heartbeat. Like, he'll say some shit or he'll do some shit and like felt some type of way about it. It'll be like, he'll try to change the subject, or like, he'll like basically dismiss the topic. Like, he was a really big dismissal type of person like that. Like, if he was going through, like, not if he was going through something, because every time I was going through something, he was offering me advice. He was being really sweet and genuine like that. So that was one of the pros where I just like, okay, maybe that can outweigh the bullshit. Like, maybe, you know, I can overlook the, you know, the gaslighting tendencies. So I'm just like, okay, cool. He has those tendencies, but he got these tendencies. Yeah. So, but okay, let me go to how we met. So basically, it was a month after I was talking to this boy around like December, and the boy ended up fucking leading me on. This is not the boy that the story about. This is another boy. I'm just gonna call him S. So me and S was talking. We was leading up and shit like this. I go meet up with S and everything, and then S turns out that he don't want to be with me. S claims that he doesn't like me like that. So I'm just like, okay, shit, my heart's broke because I was actually thinking that we was going to be something, me and S, but it didn't fucking lead up to nothing. So S said he didn't like me like that because I was like, I guess, feminine, and he wasn't into that. So I was just like, okay, bitch, I can't be mad at his preference, pay it. So we stopped talking. So probably around like, we stopped talking around New Year's. Yeah, because on New Year's, he sent me this long ass essay of a message telling me, yeah, I don't really like you like that. And I was just like, goddamn. Like, damn. So, basically, January come, and I'm on Snapchat. And this one boy that I was friends with on Snapchat, I didn't even really know the boy like that. We was just texting on Snapchat. And all of a sudden, okay, well, I was just talking to this one boy. I'm going to call him Ja. So, me and Ja was texting on Snapchat. And when we was texting on Snapchat, he was just like, You talking to anybody? Like, you like anybody? And I'm just like, no, I'm to myself. I'm in a healing journey, just, staying by myself. And then he was like, okay, well, what do you say? Yada, yada, yada. And I was like, oh, I stay in Georgia. He was like, oh, I know somebody that stay in Georgia. And I'm like, oh, for real? Yeah. He was like, yeah, I could put you on. And I'm just like, mm, I guess. Because I really wasn't really trying to look for a nigga at the time because I had just got over the situation with the last nigga. So I was just like, I mean, I'll talk to him and see what he's talking about. So he put a group chat between me and what I'm gonna call the boy that the story is about. Me, David. So I'm gonna call the boy David, who the story is about. Me, David, and Ja. We was in a group chat. So we talking like that. And all this shit go down. We cooling. And all of a sudden, we ultimately go out of the group chat between me, Ja, and David, and it's just me and David texting, and we get to know each other. We like, we just talking and conversing, and just building a bond and shit. So I'm like, okay, he actually cool. Like, we getting to know each other. Like, he just seemed like a genuine person. He telling me what he do. I'm telling him what I do. At the time, I was going through some mental shit, a whole bunch of mental shit. I ended up going down to spending some days in Alabama because I wasn't feeling good mentally, so I needed to escape from reality. So he was like, offering me advice for like mental health and shit like that, and he was just being a really, really, really good person. So I'm just like, okay, cool. He seems cool. Like, I'm fucking with him. Like, we getting on the phone, we talking on the phone, a little sexual innuendos every now and then, but it wasn't really giving like sexual the whole time, which I like, because I'm like, I don't like when a nigga try to preface our relationship off of sex, because if I have the impression that you want to fuck me, I'm not gonna want to do nothing with you, because I feel like, okay, is that all you want? So we talking. So me and David, we talking, yada yada yada. Our relationship growing and growing and growing. We talking on the phone every day, if not every day, almost every other day. Like, we text and we getting to know each other. We communicating good and shit like that. And I finally come back up here to Georgia after spending some days in Alabama, because I'm just like, okay, I don't have enough time to like, regroup and come back to me and just, be better, like, mentally. So I come back to Georgia, and he like, and David like, okay, well, you want to hang out, you want to chill, like, I can pull up. Keep in mind, it was like after hours, so it's like, bitch, what else would you be pulling up to do? So, but I wasn't really trying to like give that I was trying to, because I was like on some very much, me, I be trying to keep it cute. So yeah, he pull up and we chill for the first time. We meeting each other. He's tall like I like, cute like I like it's just giving everything that I like. So I'm just like, oh girl, I think I found the one right there. This is gonna be me. This is me, y'all. This me. So I'm like, okay, bitch, it's giving. So we chilling, we hanging out, we watching movies. Of course we fuck. Yeah, we do. It's cool. Next day we go out to eat and all that shit. So it's just a good little first little meetup. Then after that we talking more. We talk, and we meet up again for the second time. And he come back over my house and stuff like that. Then the next day he leave. It's just like, we was linking up and we was like just hanging out with each other and enjoying each other's company. So all this shit's going down, and we just like learning each other, talking to each other, just, absorbing each other's vibes. Like, we getting to know each other. Like, it's giving very much the start of something. So early on, when we talking shit like that, he would be like kind of secretive about a lot of his information. Like, it's like it was trying to fucking beat a dead horse trying to get information out of him. Like, I'm like, God damn, why is it so hard to know, like, if you got siblings or something like that? Like, it was given like that. So I'm like, I'm the type of person where I'm gonna give me some information, because what if your ass turned out to be a psycho killer and your ass end up killing me, or you end up raping me, and I ain't got no information to give nobody because I'm sitting here just doing shit with a stranger? So I'm just like, bitch, I'm getting something. So I ultimately get a ton of information out of him. Like, we learn each other. He telling me personal shit. I'm telling him personal shit. Like, we just bonding. And, I'm learning more about him. And the days going by. Days turn into weeks. Weeks turn into months. So we like first month speed by. This is January at this time. So January is about over. So February come by. February is his birthday. So his birthday come. And I'm just like, let me go see him, because at the time February come and it's his birthday. So it's his birthday, so I go over to his house. I buy him a little card and some wine, because I ain't have no money for real around that time. So I'm just gonna get him some. I bought him a card and some wine, and I can't remember what else it was. But yeah, and I went over his house for the first time. And, you know, we chilled. We had a good time. Like, I had a great time being over there with him. And, you know, we hung out. The next day I left and came back home. And then probably, like, the day after that, I went back over there. And we hung out again. So we just, you know, hanging out. We going out to eat and shit. Like, we going to restaurants, you know, getting food. Shit like that. Just bonding and, you know, getting to know each other and shit like that. Like I keep saying. So it's going really, really, really good. So I'm just like, oh my God, it's going good. Like, it's really rare that it actually goes good for as long as it is. So, you know, as it's February, it's his birthday. After his birthday go by, you know, he ended up like leaving because he is that too much information? It's gonna think I'm like, this he's talking about? But yeah, his job make him like not be where he live at. Like he have to be in like several different places. So he don't be at home all the time. So he's 9 times out of 10 he's not at home. He's gone. So before he was gone, like and shit like that. I mean, yeah, before he was gone, he was at home because, you know, he was working. He was finna start his new job. Okay, so he started with his job and shit like that. And we, you know, the bond is still cool. Like, we still talking. Like, we communicating. We texting and shit like that. And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to, you know, because before he left, I was like, really like, okay, what is it going to be like when you leave? Like, are you going to be real, like, hard to get in touch with? Like, how is it going to be when you leave? He was like, it's going to be the same way as it is before I left. So I'm like, okay, cool. Hopefully you hold your word and you stay like that. So, you know, when he leave, of course, he's like, when his job, he like does his job during the day most of the time, but then during the nighttime, he's free. So he's like, basically during the day, he's kind of MIA. Not MIA to where he's just not like, you know, just MIA, but he's not trying to be like texting all damn day or on the phone. So I'm just like, okay, cool. I can't be too mad at that because you work and you got a job. Not everybody can do what I do and sit on the goddamn clock and be on the phone the whole time. So I'm like, okay, I'm being lenient for that. Like, I'm just, you know, I was being lenient for a lot of goddamn shit. So, oh my God, I gotta get to the fucking nitty gritty, the meat and potatoes. So, yeah, we basically, he working and shit like that. And, you know, it's during the day he working, during the night we talking, yada, yada, yada. Days go by, months go by. It finally become to April. And in April is my birthday. So for my birthday, you know, we talking and shit like that. And he give me some birthday money and shit like that. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, and keep in mind, with our relationship, it was no title. Like, it was no title on it. So I can't admit that. But it was given very much, bitch, that's your man. Like, this nigga was, you know, asking how my family was, how D was, you know, bitch, I'm like, bitch, I'm about to love you, my damn man. Okay, yeah, so all this shit is cool. So, you know, my birthday come, like I said before, and with us, it was like, we always vocalized how we wasn't fucking with nobody else. We not really trying to fuck with nobody else. Like, we only talking to each other. And I would say to him constantly, because I'm the type of person where I'm like, I'm not no type of person that's gonna hassle you. But my body, not even my body, but my mind, it's like I can tell shit before I even know what's gonna happen. Like I really think I'm psychic because I can be telling, like my mind gonna tell me some shit before it even happens. Like I have a lot of those moments, like, and I call it my superpowers. But I'm gonna tell y'all what happened with my superpower later on in the story. But yeah, so it was given very much hearsay all the time. Yeah, I'm not fucking with nobody else. Like I'm not studying nobody else because I got too much to go. I got too much going on with my job and shit like that. And I would believe him because I'm trustworthy. Like I'm really trustworthy. So I'm just like, if I'm so trustworthy, then maybe, and I'm not doing nothing bad, and I'm not going behind his back and being weird, then maybe he's reciprocating and doing the same thing with me. So, oh my God, boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. So, yada, 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 months go by. We have our little small minor arguments every now and then, but we'll get over it. Like, it's just giving very much, like, I see him sometimes, but it's like he's always gone. Like, his job always has him gone. So we would communicate over the phone. We'd be texting, we'd be on the phone. So I see him when I see him. And I was just hoping and praying that one day when his job is like, I guess when his job lets up, he can like come home and shit like that, or he found another job. It was just like, it was different shit that he was telling me regarding his job. So I was just like, okay, maybe I can keep holding out and being faithful to this man. And, you know, it'll be rewarding in the end. Like, I was satisfied enough with the conversation and the possibilities rather than just the actual actions. And I was really like, most people be like, bitch, you're delusional. But I mean, shit, it doesn't really get much better out here in the gay community. Like, these niggas, it's hard to find somebody that's actually hardworking, has money, that's like cute. He was like he was the full package to me. Cute, tall, like good communicator. But it was just like a few things that he had that was like, he has pros and he has cons. His cons was like he was kind of manipulative. He did used to gaslight a lot. He used to try to change subjects a lot. He was kind of secretive at times. So I'm just like, like we have our really high highs and some lows. So it's just like, okay, I'm trying to be lenient. I'm trying to understand. But at the same time, it's kind of wearing my patience thin. So I'm just like, okay, Quandres, if you want to deal with this, then deal with it. But if you don't, then, don't be complaining about it. So I didn't really complain. I was just like, okay, maybe it'll get better. It'll get better. So, we leading up. So that was April last time I had pinpointed something. That was my birthday. He sent me the birthday money. And then updated, like, months go by, May go by, and then June. So it's this month, y'all. This is where the story starts to get juicy. Oh my God, I just have to give y'all a little lead up. So, okay, so it's June, literally just yesterday, June 24th. It's Monday. This shit happened. It was like literally 3 a.m. in the morning. It was 3:40 for exact. I was missing my best friend I have a gay best friend. His name is. Should I say his name? I don't know about saying names in videos because I just feel like it's kind of weird because since nobody else does it. But I have this best friend that I was really cool with before I moved from Alabama to Georgia when I was like in the 8th grade. So I was just like, I miss him. Let me try to reach out to him and text him and see how he's been. So at like 3:40 a.m., I texted him on Instagram and I'm just like, hey, I know this is kind of weird that I just reached out out of nowhere, but I miss you. We should talk. Like, we should talk more. We get to know each other again just to reconnect. So he texts me back the next morning at 10 a.m. and he like, yeah, you're right. We should. I miss you too, yada, yada, yada. But at the same time, at like 3:40, keep in mind, at 3:40 a.m., I texted him basically saying we should reconnect. We should meet, like, we should talk and shit like that. Tell me why, y'all. At 3:50, I was typing in my notes because with me and David relationship, it was good at this point. I'm like, okay, shit, we don't have a few months under our belt to like build our relationship up. We know each other. Like, it's, I feel like it's leading up to something more. So I put in my notes. I wrote in my notes this essay of a message because one thing I do is I write out what I want to say before I say it because I feel like if I don't, I'm going to forget what I'm saying in the moment. So at 3:50 a.m., I had wrote out this little paragraph. Basically, the paragraph summing up saying that, like, I wanted to be with you. Like, I want to take the relationship to the next step because I feel like we've had enough time to get to know each other. Like, we've been through some ups and downs, and we were able to communicate and come through it on the other side of it. Like, it's good. So he texts me back finally, because I had texted him the next morning, because this was after I had texted my other friend, well, my best friend from Alabama, and he texts me back at like 10 a.m. Keep in mind, it's the next morning. It's 10 at this time. My best friend texts me, and he's like, yes, we should meet up. I mean, we should talk. Like, oh, this him texting me now. But yeah, he was like, yes, we should talk. We should, like, we should catch up because I miss you too. And I'm like, okay, cool. So, oh my God, y'all. A little bit around that time, I was texting David too, and I had sent him that message that I had typed out, and I was just like, I want to be with you, yada yada yada. And he said back to me, well, I have my goals that I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on goals at the moment. I don't think I'm ready for a relationship. Like, I don't, yada yada yada. Basically, to sum it up, he don't want to be with me right now, or he don't want to be with me. So, of course, I was heartbroken about that. My feelings was hurt because I'm just like, bitch, what was the point of all of this lead up? What is this leading all up to? Like, what is the point of all that? So I was heartbroken, but I was just like, okay, just shrug this shit off, because point is, you can't just sit here and just cry about it. Like, bitch, get over it. So yeah, me and my friend, we get on the FaceTime call while I'm on my shift. Me and my friend, what do I want to give him his name? Me and my friend Bill. So me and Bill, we get on the goddamn phone and we we talking on FaceTime, we catching up and shit like that. And he telling me basically, cause I was like, so what's the love life giving? Like, cause keep in mind we both gay males, so it's just like, it's hard for us out here with relationships. So I asked him, I was like, so what is your relationship life giving? He was like, well, I just got out of a 7-year relationship. And I'm just like, oh damn, bitch, 7 years, like that's rare to find something that long in our community. So I was commending him. I'm like, okay, bitch, that's cute, that's tea. So I was basically telling him about my situation with David and our situation and how we've been talking for so long and shit like this, and how basically we was cool, and we was leading up to this. And keep in mind, I hadn't told him that I had sent the message. I had sent the messages basically asking to be with him. He rejected me. I didn't tell him that. But yeah, I didn't tell him about that. I had messaged him and he rejected me because, bitch, that shit was embarrassing. I wasn't telling nobody that at the moment. So, basically, I had told him that. Well, no, I didn't tell him that, but we were just talking and shit like that. So I was just telling him about David, yada yada yada, how cute he was, yada yada yada, and he was like, oh, okay. And I had told him I told him what his profession was. He was like, that's crazy. I talked to somebody too that did the exact same thing, and I'm just like, wait, because the gay community is only so big. So I'm just like, what is the odd? I was like, what would the odds be if we was talking about the same nigga? So keep in mind, like I said earlier, David, he was hella secretive. So getting shit out of him was like almost stabbing him. So it was like stabbing his ass. So basically, Bill didn't have any pictures of David. Oh, I'm fast forwarding too much. Okay, so basically, I'm fast forwarding. So, I'm basically describing to Bill what David looked like. I'm like, he's this color skin tone, he does this, he's tall, he's cute, yada yada yada. And he's just like, yes. Like he was like, I was like, okay, then what he look like then? He was like, yeah, he's this skin tone, and I'm just like, bitch, this is exactly matching up to him. So finally at the same time he was like, do you got a picture of him? And I was like, let me look and see. So I finally found a picture. At the same time, he sent me a picture, and we literally sent pictures of him at the exact same time in the group chat. Because keep in mind, we was on FaceTime. And we sent our messages straight back to each other. We sent the messages, the pictures of him, and literally it was him. And I was just like, bitch, what? Bitch, what? Like, I was so appalled because keep in mind, before Bill and David had met up and they started talking in December. So he said that him and Bill said that him and David had sex only one time in December. And so I wasn't really mad at that because I'm like, that was before I even came around. But the part that I was mad at was because him and David had still been texting and shit like that over the span of me and David's relationship. Like, David would be texting him, yada, yada, yada. He would send me screenshots of him and David messages, and they flirting back and forth. And it's like sexual messages and shit like that. And it did get to the point to where David was ignoring Bill's messages, and he wasn't responding back to him. So I guess David had got to the point to where he didn't want to talk to him anymore. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But it was weird. So the last time that they had text was June 16th. So June 16th was the day before Jeremiah's birthday. So it was that Sunday. That was the last time that they was texting. So around that time, of course I had texted him that day, but I wasn't texting him heavy because I was getting mentally prepared for Jeremiah's birthday. Because, oh well, y'all probably don't know. But I was mentally getting prepared for Jeremiah's birthday. So I'm just like, okay, cool. We was barely talking that much that day. So keep in mind, this boy was telling me consistently, constantly. Like, I had literally just seen him what day was that? I had literally just seen him in person. David, I had just seen him. What day was that? I had literally just seen him June the 13th, so literally 3 days before that, and he was telling me, yeah, I'm not talking to nobody else. You're the only person I talk to. I don't really be focusing on nobody else. I'm only focusing on you. And my dumb ass fucking eating that up. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, me too. I'm not talking to nobody else. Bitch, I swear. When he was showing me those goddamn messages to him and that boy texting, I was like, y'all, I was so goddamn blown. Cause I'm just like, bitch, I literally cut off all of my niggas for him. Like, before then, I had like niggas on niggas on niggas on niggas on niggas on niggas on niggas. And I cut them all off because I'm just like, I'm the type of person when I'm talking to somebody, I like to put all my eggs in one basket. And people say that they probably gonna say that's not a good thing. But me, I'm not the type of person that can give so much energy out to so many different people. Like, because I choose favorites. And once I have a favorite, then the energy that I be giving the other ones be so bad. Like, I be treating their ass like literally scum. So that's why I'm just like, okay, I'd rather just focus on one person and not be trying to fuck with these other folks and fucking with their heart. Because I know how I get. So he basically telling me that he don't talk to nobody. So I finally text David. And I'm just like, I text him and I say, let me go back to the message. I text him and I say, well, first I called him because I'm like, I'm finna call him and see what the fuck he going on. He didn't answer. So I guess he was asleep around that time. So like probably an hour or 2 hours later, he texts me and say, what's up? And I said, I thought I was the only person he was talking to. He sent me a question mark, and I only read it at the time because I was on a call because my work from home job. So I had finally, so he responded back, and he texted me back again. Like, he's texting me again. He said, what are you talking about? I was like, call me when you get a chance. He was like, Quan, dead ass, what are you talking about? And I opened it again because I was on another call. So he sent some more question marks. And then after I got the call, I finally replied, and I said, so I say back exactly what I said. I can't believe that you've been playing along to me this whole time. Well, I kind of can, but it's crazy that I continuously ignore my intuition and trusted you, and you constantly play with my feelings. I've been nothing but honest and straight up with you, and you've done nothing but lie and manipulated me. And he said, Quan, please get the fuck on with this nonsense. So I said, okay, I would definitely get the fuck on, but you don't think I deserve anything but the truth? So after that, he called me. So he called me. He like, what's going on? And I'm like, so basically, you've been talking to somebody else, and he was like, so what, you've been talking to me from another number, you've been trying to set me up? And I'm like, bitch, what kind of bitch do you take me for? Like, what do I get out of doing shit like that? That's not me at all. I'm not no motherfucker that go out and just try to make problems, bitch. I be trying to keep the vibe good. Like, that's the last thing I want is to make an issue. So why would I sit here and be texting you from another number to try to, like, test you? No. I don't want to motherfucking, because, bitch, I be so motherfucking in the clouds. I be hoping that the shit ain't this. So basically, he's like, who are you talking about? What you talking about? And I'm just like, you talking to this boy? Like, we literally from the same town. Like, that was literally my best friend in elementary school and middle school. Like, and he was just like, he was denying the fuck out of that shit. Oh my god, y'all, he was denying it so fucking bad. Like, he was sitting there like, no, I don't talk to nobody else. I haven't talked to him, yada, yada, yada. I haven't talked to him. I don't talk to him. Just denying it. And I'm just sitting here reading the screenshots, and I'm just like, what? Do you take me for a dumb bitch? Like, you must take me for a dumb ass bitch. So, ultimately, like, the conversation was over because I'm like, okay, this shit is, like, not going nowhere. So, he hung up. And I had looked, and keep in mind, I had his location. So I had his location, and that was another thing that I felt like I could trust him because I had his location. And every time he either was at a few places when it came down to where he was at, he was either doing his job or sleep, or he wasn't doing shit, like, according to his location. Like, his locations added up to what the fuck he was doing. So that was another reason why I trusted him. Like, the shit added up. But it was at the same time that he can also be texting somebody too, because he got that goddamn phone. So he texted. I had looked on my number, and I looked at our message thread. It said, you stopped sharing your location with yada yada yada. And I'm like, for real? So I sent him that message telling me something, for real? I'm like, oh my god, this bitch blocked me. So I was messaging his ass on Snapchat. I said, oh, so you blocked me? What the fuck? So I guess a second later, I guess he had time to cool down. So he unblocked me, and he messaged me. He was like, so I blocked you. I blocked both of y'all. I'm actually good. I don't have time for the dumb shit. I don't want him, nor do I entertain him and stuff like that. Like, basically pleading his case, I guess. And I was like, but results of blocking me is crazy. Like, what is you blocking me for? Like, I'm like, what the fuck did you block me for? Like, I ain't block you, so what the fuck you blocking me? Like, I'm just trying to communicate this shit. Like, what the fuck? So basically, me and the basically we talking again and shit like that, and he ended up calling me back on the phone again, and I'm to the point where I'm finna cry. Like, y'all, y'all, I'm finna cry at this point because I'm like, bitch, I'm betrayed. Like, my feelings hurt. Like, first of all, it was like bombshell after bombshell. Like, earlier that day, he said he didn't fucking want me. Then the next second, I hear this goddamn shit, and you motherfucking talking to other people on me. Like, damn, bitch, like, I can't win today. So I'm just like really like heartbroken, pissed, because I'm just like, it's crazy. But we talking and shit like that. He's pleading his case that it wasn't really nothing like that. Like, they'd talk, but he was only entertaining them when he was bored, and it was nothing really serious. And I was reading the screenshots, and it was very much dry. Most of the times, he would add his little sexual shits every now and then. But it's just like, you text him in general. Like, what did you text him for at all? When I'm literally always here to communicate to you. When you ready to talk, I'm texting your ass back. Like, it's not like I be ignoring you. So I'm just like, what the fuck do you even have time to sit here and be trying to message him for anyway? So basically, we talking, we communicating and shit like that. And after that, we know he just hang up. Well, no, I hang up because I'm pissed off at this point. I hang up on him. And oh my God, y'all, it's so fucking sad because literally probably 2-3 hours later after I had got off the phone with D-Nem, I had messaged him. I was like, so you ain't gonna send me your location again? What's going on? So he gonna take me back and say, he was like, you hung up on me. I thought it was done or something like that. And I was like, well, I don't think the conversation is over. And he was like, I can't tell the way you hung up on my face and stuff like that. And I'm just like, damn. So we start back talking again. We trying to communicate this shit. Like, he's basically telling his piece that it's nothing serious like that. Like, he only was texting him, yada, yada, yada. Keep in mind, like I said before, they did have sex in December. So that was before I even knew him. So I couldn't be mad about that. And they hadn't linked up since then. So I'm just like, it's not even that I'm really even mad about the whole situation because all you was doing was texting. I'm not mad about it. I just want you to tell the truth. So he just kept denying everything. He kept lying. He kept gaslighting. And I'm just like, you don't even gotta fucking lie to me no more because like you said earlier, you don't want to be with me. So what is you lying for? Like, I'm not your boyfriend, so there's no point in you lying. And he just kept gaslighting, kept lying. Like, he just kept trying to, I guess, not paint himself out to be the villain. But I'm just like, I'm not even painting you out to be the villain. I just want to take accountability for the fact that you was lying to me and that you couldn't motherfucking let me know that you was talking to other people. So I could not have cut my niggas off. Oh my God, I was just looking back on one of my clips and I cut so good. Like, I cut so good. But no, I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying to communicate this shit because I'm just like, at this point, all I want is the truth. Like, I just want some accountability taken and I want the truth. Like, I'm not even really mad at the situation because, like I keep saying, they hadn't had sex. They literally wasn't even really on nothing for real. It was just text messages. So, but at the same time, I was in the back of my head, I had texted him. I'm like, is there anybody else that you're talking to? Like, anybody. Like, but also into my gut was just like, if you texting him, what's stopping you from texting anybody else? Like, we not the only two gay niggas in the world. So it's just like, if you texting me and you texting him, what's to stop you to text anybody else? So I'm just like, okay. I'm trying to be, a bigger person. I'm trying to be really like, trying to keep it cute, trying to keep it cordial. I'm trying to be like mellowed out and not trying to spaz out like I'm being cool. And he's just, he just keeps trying to defend himself. And I'm like, it's not even nothing to defend. It's just like, be honest. So, we talking, we texting, and he just like, bye. And I'm like, okay, at this point, like, okay. So at that point, it's like 11 o'clock p.m. I wake up to him texting me again at 6 a.m., sending me more screenshots of the messages between them. And he was just like, see, isn't there really nothing even serious like that? It's just, I just was texting him when I was bored. And I'm just like, still, okay, yada, yada, yada. And in my mind, I'm like, you doing a lot of justifying for somebody that claimed that we not nothing. Because keep in mind, I had said on the phone while we was talking, because, earlier when I had said that when I sent him that message about the whole wanting to be with him and shit like that, he had told me about his goals and shit. So I was just like, when we was on the phone the first time, I was like, do you not think that you led me on for all this time then? Because, like, if all this shit was, we was sitting here talking all the time and didn't lead up to nothing, do you not see that as leading you on? He was like, no, I don't see it as leading you on. And I'm like, so what do you see it as? like, what was this then? He was like, I mean, I would give you advice, you would give me advice, we would talk. And I'm just like, bitch, what? We was doing more than just talking. We was constantly, like, I don't understand if it was like a one-time situation like him and Bill. Bitch, we was doing it constantly. Every time he came in town, we was doing it. So it's just like, what did you steady lying for? So I'm to the point where I'm just like, what did you trying to justify the shit to me for? If you claim we not together, all we doing is just talking. I was just somebody to talk to. What are you trying to justify all this shit to me for? Like, what are you trying to prove? Like, if you really didn't care about me, or if you really claimed that you was just talking to me like you claim, yeah. But if it was just like that, then you would have just been like, yeah, I was texting him. You know, we ain't got nothing serious going on, so why does it matter? Like, so what was you trying to justify all this shit to me for? Like, what was it? Do you actually like? But I'm thinking it was probably because he wanted to keep me like out right here as his bottom bitch, but he wanted to keep doing his shit. And I'm just like, nah, bitch, I'm not gonna be your bottom bitch and let you have your cake and you eat it too. Like, I'm just like, what? I was at the point to where I'm like, I'm ready for more. I'm tired of just being like, you know, that's a text relationship. Like, no. I'm too old for a sex relationship. Like I said in the message when I seen him, I was like, we're not getting any younger. So it's like, what the fuck ever. But honestly, that's pretty much it. He was just texting him. He had sex with him one time before we had even started talking, so I wasn't mad about that. I just wanted him to come clean and be honest. Shit, I'm still not mad right now. Like, if he was to text me now and try to keep apologizing, because he don't apologize like 100 times. But, baby, just apologize 101 times so I can just be like, okay, it's over with. Like, I'm good. No, for real, though, y'all. That's this little clip of a video. Like, it's something really short, cute, sweet. It was really, like, it was weird. Like, some shit I never thought I'd experience, especially with somebody. Oh, I gotta mention this, y'all. Like I said, I have superpowers. Like, what is the odds that I just so happened to text my ex-best friend from elementary school who I haven't talked to for years? Literally for years. I texted him at fucking 3:40 a.m. I'm sitting here typing a paragraph out to this boy that I want to be him at 3:50 a.m. And I wake up and I get in touch with my best friend after not talking to him for years. And we on the goddamn phone. And he tell me he just happened to be fucking with the nigga. What happened to been fucking with the nigga that I was messing with. Like, bitch, I have intuition powers. Like, there's something, like, because there's no way that correlation just happened like that. But no, y'all, that's this little video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a cute, small little story time gig. Like, I don't know. Will I forgive him? Probably, maybe. The piece too good. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on all post notifications, and yeah, bye. What that bitch off a dance flick say? Not even J-Lo can stop me. Yo.